I'm Taylor Brock. It's Thursday, December 18th. Today, Manitoba shakes off and shovels out.
Gotta keep moving. Warm.
From power outages to transit troubles, we'll take a look at the ongoing impacts from that blast of winter weather. Also today,
this kind of extreme weather situation presents lots of challenges for the folks that we serve here.
keeping busy, keeping others warm. How one local nonprofit is helping the city's most vulnerable during the extreme weather.
And we will take a look at the impact of the blizzard that was and where weather alerts are still in effect tonight and when the next Alberta Clipper will be headed our way.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. Marilee is away. Shovels are getting good use today after a winter storm caused cancellations and closures across southern Manitoba. Highways, schools and school buses were shut down as police urged people to stay home and off the roads. Winnipeg transit buses were on the streets, but the drifts were so bad some actually got stuck. CTV's Jeff Keel joins us now live. Jeff, you've been out and about today. What's it feeling like out there?
It is still very cold, and one of the main culprits is the wind, and I can tell you it is still windy tonight, and it was likely even windier earlier today. We watched as pedestrians downtown and on North Main Street struggled as they walked as that wind hit them. It is unforgiving, bone-chilling. You can really feel it on your skin. Snow and a frigid wind hit southern Manitoba Thursday, forcing several closures and cancellations and posing a challenge for drivers and pedestrians who braved the harsh elements.
The wind is a factor. That's what it is.
Environment and Climate Change Canada says the snowfall, combined with a powerful blast of wind, created the blizzard conditions.
We've seen 70 to 80 kilometer per hour gusts, so those are pretty substantial when you combine it with all the fresh snow. That's why we're seeing such reduced visibility. That
visibility forced the closure of highways and roads. RCMP say as of late Thursday morning, they had several dozen calls about vehicles hitting the ditch. Luckily, no injuries were reported.
Visibility is pretty much next to nothing out in the country there. Those open areas, open highways. That's usually where the danger is.
Those road conditions are proving a challenge for hydro workers and homeowners in the dark. Hydro says at one point 5,000 customers were without power and restoration times were hard to predict.
Most highways in southern Manitoba are closed. Many roads within the city of Winnipeg are difficult or impassable. So it's difficult or impossible at this point for crews to reach the damage and repair it.
Inside the city, buses were running, but not all of them had a smooth ride. This articulated one on Portage Avenue got hung up and couldn't quite make the turn. Plows were out on the major streets. The city says there could be up to 300 pieces of equipment in use by the time residential neighborhoods are done.
We prioritize our regionals and collectors for emergency services and buses.
And there were other smaller clearing operations as people snowblowed and shoveled their way out.
Okay, gotta keep moving. Warm.
And as Taylor mentioned off the top, school buses were not running today and all the schools were closed in the city of Winnipeg with short notice for parents.
Now, Jeff, it's pretty rare for schools inside the city to be closed here. What prompted that? And as you mentioned, families, were they given enough notice?
Yeah, the Pembina Trails School Division released information on this today. They said that this is not a step that's taken lightly, and they understand that this can be frustrating for parents. They say it is a coordinated decision among divisions, and they say at 7:15 this morning, Winnipeg Police advised that people should stay off the roads and shelter at home, and that's when they made the decision. The plan now is to reopen schools tomorrow and get the buses going tomorrow, but if there is bad weather and there's any kind of changes or cancellations, parents will be notified.
Thanks for that, Jeff. Stay warm.
Yeah, try.
CTV weather specialist Colleen Brady, you've been keeping an eye on conditions today. Colleen, what's the latest? Can I put my shovel away?
Well, I wouldn't do that just yet. There's another clipper I mentioned that's on the way, and it's coming before you know it. But I want to show you this video. I think this pretty much summed up how everyone felt today. This is Fluffy. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, so a lot of us, whether you were canine or human or really you really didn't want to go out in that snow today, and you couldn't be blamed, because here's how much fell. Now, these snowfall numbers aren't particularly significant, but when I show you the wind gusts in a moment, you can understand why we had blizzard conditions. But Argyle had 19 centimeters of snow, Pinawa 15. We saw 10 around Verdun, Portage La Prairie, similar amounts. Boissevain not far behind. The White Shell over in the southeast, 9 centimeters. And here in Winnipeg, we had 8. Now, Environment Canada reporting these numbers courtesy of all the volunteer weather observers who reported those numbers in. But when you factor in the peak wind gusts, take a look at how strong those winds were out there, folks. Altona and Emerson had 91 kilometer an hour peak wind gusts. Gretna here in Winnipeg, Minnedosa not far behind, 87, 89 kilometer an hour winds, and a lot of other communities as well had those very strong winds. And here in Winnipeg, we had at least 6 straight hours of truly blizzard-like conditions here in the city. Just a remarkable day. I know the RCMP mentioned near zero visibility outside the city, but certainly inside Winnipeg this morning too. It was pretty close to that as well. That has now ended. You saw Jeff is out there in the cold still. Now, where has this snow gone next? Well, northwestern Ontario is still in the crosshairs, and that's where there is a storm warning that's still in effect. But I mentioned another clipper on the way. Too soon, there's a snowfall warning in effect for parts of the southwest. I'll have more details on what's ahead tomorrow. Let's take a look right now, though, first through the Bathfitter Live Eye. Bathfitter, your bath and shower experts for more than 40 years in Winnipeg right now. It's -22. It feels like -35 with the wind chill courtesy of those strong north winds, Taylor. The pressure's rising and the humidity right now is 57%. Out in the roads, let's not forget about the roads. Much better looking now than they were this morning. Cold out there, though. A live look at Portage Avenue in front of Polo Park.
Thanks, Colleen. Speaking of roads, meantime, highway conditions have somewhat improved throughout the day. At last check, only one stretch of highway remains closed this hour. That's the Trans-Canada from Deacon's Corner to the intersection of Highway 11. However, according to Manitoba 511, most major highways across the province are listed as at least partially snow-covered, and reduced visibility remains an issue in some places. You can head to our website or Manitoba 511 for the latest updates. And depending on where you are in Manitoba, your mail might not be moving today. Canada Post has issued a red alert for both Dauphin and Winnipeg. That means delivery was entirely suspended. Meanwhile, Brandon, Flin Flon, The Pas, and Thompson were all put under a yellow alert, so delivery will resume only if conditions allow. A nonprofit helping Winnipeg's most vulnerable is keeping busy during the recent snowstorm.
This kind of extreme weather situation presents lots of challenges for the folks that we serve here at MSP, largely those experiencing homelessness in our city. So, you know, on a day like today and overnight last night, our emergency shelter is really busy.
Cindy Titus with Main Street Project says its emergency shelter, which has 120 spots, has been reaching capacity quickly, something she is expecting to happen again tonight. She says the project's outreach team has 2 vans on the roads, focusing on connecting people living outside to housing and support services. However, Titus says harsh weather is making it hard for volunteers to come in.
We offer food bank services every Thursday morning, and it's largely a volunteer-run space, and some of our volunteers couldn't make it in because of the weather. And this is a really critical time because it's when people are getting items for their holiday meals.
Main Street Project is currently looking for more helping hands. Anyone looking to pitch in can visit mainstreetproject.ca. Multiple universities and colleges in the province have closed their doors or rescheduled exams due to the blizzard. Many post-secondary institutions canceled classes today, aside from Brandon University, which reopened at noon. Exams were postponed in many cases. Actually, a list is up on your screen. Students at the University of Manitoba had theirs rescheduled for Saturday. The University of Winnipeg and Brandon University say an updated exam schedule will be posted to their respective websites. A spokesperson for RRC Polytech says its exam season was already wrapped up, but added that any assignment deadlines for today would be postponed. The blizzard has also prompted the city to postpone its waste collection for the day. The city says Thursday's recycling and garbage collection has been postponed to tomorrow. If your collection day is Friday this week, you'll have to wait until Saturday for crews to come by. And a note for drivers, the city's residential parking ban takes effect this weekend. It runs from 7 a.m. Sunday to 7 p.m. Tuesday. That means you'll want to check which zone you're in, as parking restrictions will be shifting over those 3 days. For that, you can head to the city's website, download the Know Your Zone app, or call 311. Also, during that time, the blanket winter route parking ban will be suspended. Still to come, a controversial housing plan clears another hurdle. In spite of a ruling from the municipal board, Winnipeg councillors are giving the green light to a rezoning plan next to the Granite Curling Club, but not everyone's on board. Those details when we return.
Inflation in the U.S. cooled last month, the annual rate coming in at 2.7%. Economists had expected it to be 3.1%. October inflation data wasn't released during the government shutdown, making it hard to determine if inflation in the U.S. is trending down. Still, investors like the news, sending the markets higher today. Here are the closing numbers for the day. The Canadian dollar ended the day up at 72.60. West Texas Intermediate up to 56.07. Western Canadian Select up as well to 42.66. And the TSX moved up 190 points to end the day at 31,440. Those are your business headlines. I'm Morella Fernandez.
Market Watch is brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross. Group health plans for any size business.
We're learning another vehicle has gone through lake ice and the driver is still missing. RCMP say it happened Tuesday evening off the shore of Buffalo Point Marina on the Lake of the Woods. A 71-year-old man is believed to have driven some 5 kilometers onto the lake in a side-by-side to check on a fishing shack. Mounties were unable to travel that far out due to conditions, but by using a drone, they found tracks ending at a pressure ridge. They don't believe he made it out. A plan to rezone land being used by the Granite Curling Club has been approved by Winnipeg City Council, bringing a controversial housing development one step closer to reality. The plan involves rezoning land at 22 Granite Way, land the city owns and leases to the Curling Club. It's hoping to put an 11-story affordable housing unit on the Curling Club's primary parking lot. The Curling Club's been fighting the city's efforts to approve the development, appealing to the municipal board who ruled in its favor. But the city's legal counsel says it can ignore the board's ruling, a move that's raising concerns for one city councillor.
You can't have the City of Winnipeg as applicant ask the City of Winnipeg legal staff if you can ignore a decision of a regulatory body that goes against the city. That's just way too close for comfort. It's a conflict.
St. Vital councillor Brian May says he would have liked external legal counsel to weigh in on the matter, saying he won't be surprised if it goes to court. Sports offer several benefits to children and teenagers, but high costs can prevent some from participating. That's why a local nonprofit is trying to eliminate barriers to get kids on the field.
Sports really created that pathway for me and created opportunities for me. So I wanted to create something that gives back to the community. But of course, sport was not accessible and affordable.
Cody Katambo funded Sports Without Borders in 2019. The nonprofit offers free sports programs such as indoor soccer and basketball to kids aged 7 to 18. Katambo says the programming is particularly for low-income families. He hopes this can enrich the lives of children and help them reach their full potential.
So we have some programs like Beyond Sports. So it emphasizes looking at life skills programs that could be help that we can use to help and to equip the young people. So mentorship, life skills. We talk about anger management. We talk about financial literacy.
For more information, including how to sign up and donate, visit swbcanada.ca.
Community Connection is brought to you by Mr. Reuter Plumbing. Born to be a hero, trained to be a plumber.
And Una Chaplin was just incredible. She completely delivered.
The next chapter in James Cameron's Avatar saga has arrived. How soon you can catch it in theaters, next in Spotlight.
Spotlight, sponsored by the Casinos of Winnipeg, presenting Men Without Hats in the Spoons.
Avatar: Fire and Ash hits theaters today after its Canadian premiere last night. Series creator and director James Cameron walked the red carpet at Scotiabank Theatre last night for the Canadian premiere in Toronto. Fire and Ash is the third installment in the Avatar series that began in 2009 and has produced two of the highest grossing movies of all time.
And Una Chaplin was just incredible. She completely delivered. I mean, I'm happy to watch the movie and just watch her do her thing. You know what I mean? The way that she kind of weaves a spell. And I don't mean that literally, even though she's kind of a witch sorceress kind of character. But just the way she moves and the way she talks and everything. You kind of can't take your eyes off her.
Avatar: Fire and Ash, which runs more than 3 hours, is now in theaters. Actor Harrison Ford is set to receive the SAG-AFTRA Life Achievement Award. The 83-year-old is known for several iconic characters, such as Han Solo in Star Wars to Indiana Jones. Ford will be recognized March 1st during the 32nd Actor Awards, streaming live on Netflix. In a statement, the veteran actor said he was deeply honored by the choice. Dick Van Dyke recently marked a major milestone.
The funniest thing is, it's not enough. 100 years is not enough. You want to live more, which I plan to.
The legendary star turned 100 years young last week, which comes with many achievements. But he's also now too old for something. Many people online are drawing attention to the fact that Van Dyke can now no longer play with Lego. This is according to the age requirements on the box, which states it's for ages 4 to 99. There's even a playful petition that has started online titled "Allow Dick Van Dyke to continue to play with Lego." Vic Van Dyke is some other guy, but Dick Van Dyke still wants to play with his Legos. Who can blame him? Your primetime lineup starts at 6 with the NFL Thursday night football pregame. Then at 7, the Los Angeles Rams travel to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Then Children Ruin Everything follows at 10. It's all right here tonight on CTV.
The CTV Primetime lineup is brought to you by Strictly Amish, exclusively in Arbor, Manitoba.
A live look at St. Mary's Road coming off the Norwood Bridge there. Traffic looks not too bad. It's still quite cold with the wind chill. It feels like minus 35. The air temperature right now is minus 22 degrees.
Women's clothing provided by RW & Company. Salon services provided by S&Teak Spa Salon.
CTV Skywatch weather brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
Well, 13 minutes ago, Environment and Climate Change Canada issued a blowing snow advisory for much of southern Manitoba, including the city of Winnipeg, for another clipper that's coming through tomorrow. I'll have more on that in a moment. Let's contend with the current conditions, shall we? Now, we've cleared out for the most part here in the south, but it is still bitterly cold, and it's going to drop down to around minus 30 tonight in the Winnipeg area and across the south, even colder in the north. But that snow with the current clipper that's passed through Manitoba and now is affecting northwestern Ontario is still delivering snow to places like Dryden, so a winter storm warning still remains in effect there. Total snowfall amount still expected to come in anywhere from 15 to 30 centimeters. This should start to ease up later on this evening, but the wind's still very strong. Now we also have a cold warning in effect. I'll just get right out of the screen and show you they're affecting central and northeastern parts of northern Manitoba. Wind chill values will feel as cold as minus 40, minus 50 overnight and into Friday morning. Now here is this blowing snow advisory that was just issued for much of the south, including Winnipeg, Brandon, Dauphin. This is with the next clipper. The next one, yeah, it's coming already overnight and into Friday. So this is going to affect our region region once again tomorrow with very strong winds. Now, it looks like the snow will get to Winnipeg by about midday, but really even before that, if you're out in the southwest, anticipate the snow starting and the winds really starting to pick up. We'll be contending with strong south winds in the afternoon. They will whip around and come out of the northwest tomorrow, so you can anticipate a tough commute. We may approach near blizzard conditions once again here in the southeast, as well as other parts of the south as well. That snowfall warning I was telling you about off the top of the show, that's associated with this clipper that's coming tomorrow. The Parkland region will likely see the highest snowfall amounts, anywhere from 10 to 15 centimeters is forecast. So we're not done with it just yet, but first the night ahead, we clear out and the temperatures plummet. We'll see, as I mentioned, temperatures dropping to around minus 30 here in the south, and then here it comes, the first of the next clipper snow. Moves in, and then we'll see that snow first in the southwest. It gets to Winnipeg in the southeast around the noon hour. That's when those south winds really kick in. Then we get into tomorrow night. Those winds will rip around and come out of the northwest. So not only will the snow be falling, it will be blowing around once again. And as I mentioned, be prepared for a tough commute home. Not what you want to hear after what we went through today. Then we get into Saturday. Things start to ease up. Minus 30. We will not be easing up temperature-wise tonight in Winnipeg. Mostly clear. Winds will be light around mid-evening, but they strengthen tomorrow. Boy, oh boy, in the afternoon. Not only will the snow be falling, we could see as much as 5 centimeters in this city. It will be blowing around on the way to that high of minus 11. Then we get to the weekend. Minus 16 on Saturday, mix of sun and cloud. Colder and brighter Sunday. We could see some snow return, Taylor, by Monday. Let's take a look at some weather photos, shall we? Now, this was the view at Doug's place here in Winnipeg mid-morning. Had some shoveling to do, and if you think he had to shovel out, this is Jody trying to get out of her front door up at Winnipeg Beach. That's what she was contending with. Yikes. Send us your pics to Winnipeg Weather at ctv.ca.
The CTV Skywatch Pick of the Day is brought to you by the Manitoba Chiropractors Association. We've got your back.
Now let's check out a stunning setup right now in Windsor Park. Gord Unger says that his kids inspired him to come up with a gingerbread themed house this year. And a lot of what you're seeing is actually handmade. For example, this house was made by hand, and the candy canes, which are PVC pipe and pool noodles. Unger is the winner of your morning's holiday house contest. He received a gift card from Red River Co-op and a visit from Ainsley McPhail this morning. Oh, that looks like it was a fun house.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it was really bright. You can't miss that one in a snowstorm.
No kidding.
Maybe a snow brush, not shovel.
Well done. Well-deserved contest winner there.
Yeah. A quick note that our 6 o'clock newscast is being preempted tonight for NFL football. You can head to our website for the latest storm information.